Hello, everybody, and welcome to 3 Years AMA. It is Wednesday, 5 o'clock p.m., and we are back. We are here again, and really looking forward to have you also with us in this live AMA as always. So thank you for being with us. I would like to invite you, of course, to be also a part of our communities. We have 3 communities. It is actually one big community, but we'd really like to have you on Discord, on Telegram, and on Twitter. And you can also follow us on our social networks to get all the information about what we are doing. If you're not familiar with the project of 3R yet, then you're welcome also to read the white paper. Everything is written in it. And of course, a part of being in contact with you is also this AMA, actually AMAs every Wednesday, and then every Monday we are on Twitter Space, and thank you for being with us. Today, of course, also Sandi Bittens will be joining us. He is the CEO of 3Air, and we have a special guest or guests coming up, so stay tuned. But first, Anita Mlakar is my name. I am the host of this AMAs, and I would just like to make a short introduction of the project of what 3Air is doing, if you're not familiar with it yet. So, 3Air is on a mission to enable equal opportunities for the people of Africa. Many talents there are left undiscovered only because there is no one to educate and bring the best out of them, because there is no connection. Connectivity is really poor in Africa, and 3Air's vision is to make broadband connectivity available to Africa countries. Our goal is to drive true financial inclusion and equal opportunities for billions of people who still don't have access to high-speed internet. And 3Air empowers them to make life-changing progress in work, banking, education, and in health. So 3Air is making the hopes of high, fast-speed, affordable, reliable internet connectivity a reality through its blockchain technology-based solution, and elevates the principles of decentralization for use in the solution for a real-world and critical problem. And we are, of course, talking about that not only in our AMAs, but also in our channels, in our communities. But let me welcome now, as always, Sandi Bittens, the CEO of 3Air. Hello, Sandi, and welcome.
Hello, Anita.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello, 3R fam. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I hope everybody else will answer how they're doing. We have sunshine today. How are you, Sandi?
We have sunshine always, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You have
I've
sunshine
been
at home, Sandi. No? Well,
absolutely.
yeah, and I'm so glad that we have spoken also to Petra. When was that? It was a week ago, I think, and got to know her better.
Yes, and you
She's your
also spoke to
sunshine.
her today in the morning. Then she was like a really sunshine, all in yellow. You remember?
Yeah, I do speak to her, but our people in communities don't have a chance so often to meet her and to speak
That's
to
true.
her.
Yeah. Of course, they had the chance to meet her.
They're not so lucky as you.
Yeah, I sometimes I just it's good that you remind me.
Yeah, I know. I will do that regularly. I see that there are some people already with us. Thank you very much for writing the comments, for saying hi. Sandi, what is going on lately? Of course, connected to 3Air.
Connected to 3R. So we just break the news.
I don't know. What is your plan?
Oh, what happened is actually that we had to postpone a bit the launch. So the problem was that the audit didn't come back in time, and then we are in talks with quite a lot of launch pads, and they also require a token audit. So this is what set us back a bit. So I can say that I received the audit today, and it's fine. I'm waiting for the company actually to upload it to the repository, and then we'll share it directly from their link. So it's not like something that we distribute, but it's there. It's fine. So we are good to go. No real issues found there. And we also got one confirmation already from a launchpad. We'll be
Okay.
revealing this once everything is really finalized, and we are having a call tomorrow evening with them. So but it is kind of confirmed. So and we are finalizing the dates, and the dates, is it seems, it will be either end of April or just really the first weekend in May. So no long waiting anymore, or like real postponement, because we just also me personally, I really want to see this go out in the public. But as I already explained, it is in all our best interest that the token launch is a success, right? So I don't think that now waiting a few more days, or a couple of weeks, um, is good, would outweigh just launching it right now. We also have Rok here, and actually, Rok can tell you that we are ready to launch. Let's bring Rok in.
Yeah, yeah.
Rok,
Hello,
Hello,
Rob.
hello.
everyone. Hi,
Hey.
hi.
Rock, just
Uh,
tell me, if we would say we want to launch a token right now, how long would you need to get the token actually out and listed?
Very, very long time. At least 5 minutes or 10. Something like this. No, everything is ready for the launch. We have the vesting, we have the token contracts, we have everything prepared. So it's only a matter of decision and picking the right time and exact spot to make the launch as smooth as possible and perfect for everyone.
Yeah, so what we are missing a bit, it's not the technical things, it's a bit more getting it out on the launch pads so that we can capture a bit more the community. And we do want to see some good price action. So, and that's kind of important. If we mess up the launch in regards to really the adoption, it can set us back for months. I've seen really good projects launch their token, not taking care about the launch and what's happening there. There's many aspects to a really successful project, and it's not only having a good product. We have a good product, we have a good team behind it, but we still need to get. We've been doing a lot on marketing, and I think you also spoke about marketing with Ruba last week and so on. So we are upping the game a lot, but we do want to have at least one launch pad. But if possible, we'll probably start with two or three. And we're also talking right now with a really good exchange, actually higher level than I thought that we would be listing. And it might come, a centralized exchange might come really even at launch already. So let's see. Things are definitely going in the right direction. I can confirm that, and I'm sure that we'll have a really successful launch. We just need this few more days, or a couple of weeks, and then we're good to go.
This is a very important announcement because everybody was talking about this or asking it in a community and on Telegram. So yeah, this is huge.
It
Thank
is.
you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, we'll make a proper announcement once everything is more or less, defined. But we don't have the exact date. We need to see exactly, and I actually want the launchpad to announce it, so that once a launchpad really announces it, then you can be sure it's going to happen. So
Mhm. And there's a question, of course. Lawrence is asking, which launchpad have you chosen?
so I told you, it is a good launchpad. I can tell you this. I'm not gonna give you the name yet, because we do want to get more in. So we still keep that a secret. It is a good one. It's not the top tier one, like really the best one that we're aiming for. So once we get the top one in, then we'll reveal everything. And also, once everything is set, we'll tell you exactly which one it is and which date it is and everything that you need to know.
Okay, so we still have some information to give away in the days to come, but the important news was also given today. Thank you very much, Sandi. Rok, tell me, by the way, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, everything is perfect. At least the weather is getting better here, so as
Yes.
far as as far as this goes, this makes the day much better.
Just tell me one other thing. The last time we were talking, you said you're really looking forward to go to Dubai, and you were there, right?
Yeah, I was there for a week. Um,
How
for
was
a
it?
difference, not it wasn't really a business trip, it was more like a tourist trip. For
Okay.
a difference, so I can see a bit of Dubai. It was perfect. I was just there to catch the expo, kind of even the ending of the expo. Um, Made a bit few trips around the town, looked at the main things that were there, had some meetings, mm, came to Sandi once or twice, so
So I would
it was
just, you know,
nice.
for everyone, and Rock, you're not listening now for what I'm saying. Everyone, if you take a vacation, don't go to the same town as your CEO is living. So you should not do that
Yeah,
because you'll be
This,
working.
you won't have time for anything else.
Sandy, I will remember that.
Yeah, Anita, go anywhere, just don't go to Dubai.
And I was looking forward to that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I see that Petra is smiling in the comment. Petra, you know what? I will come to Petra, not to Sandy. So.
Yeah, maybe wait that Sunday goes to some conference in Africa and then you can
Yeah,
go to Dubai.
definitely.
Petra, what do you say about that? Oh my God, somebody is asking. I think it's Gigi. Sandy is living in Dubai.
Yeah, for a year and a half already.
Yeah, yeah, and we had a lot of pictures from Dubai, from Sunday, what is happening there. So yeah, Sunday is in Dubai, but sometimes he is coming to Slovenia just to visit friends and family, right, Sunday?
Exactly.
Petra is saying, "I will take care of you." Thank you, Petra. I appreciate that, and I will come.
I have too much power over you. That's centralization.
Nobody said anything about your t-shirt today because it's without. Do you have
Yeah,
something?
it's no, it's nothing like it's no but I do have a new Star Wars t-shirt. I just don't know where it is.
Oh my God, that's a problem. He has a new
I
shirt but
don't
doesn't know where it is.
know. I think somebody washed it, and I
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
get it
yeah,
back yet.
that's normal, when you buy something new. A question for Rok. Did you at least get some daily expenses?
I made him a coffee
Yeah,
personally.
I even got two coffees. So I was there two times at Sandy. I got coffee both times, so everything covered. No
Oh,
problem.
really? Really homemade coffee, right?
Yeah,
The
it
real
was
one.
perfect. So
But I would have to agree with Richard, who says we need 3 Air t-shirts.
Yes, there are currently being some 3R t-shirts produced in Africa with one of our. So yeah, that's oh it did I break something that I shouldn't have? Oops. Well, we are getting a influencer from Africa, a big one. The contract is signed already, but we didn't make the announcement yet because we want to do the t-shirts first, and then I think next week the announcement will come.
I think you should make a T-shirt with Darth Vader and have a 3R logo on the side or something.
Yeah, we need to. So we did. If you didn't notice, we are changing a bit our logo and graphics and everything. We went with a website with a bit more darker colors and those stuff. So making it a bit more crypto friendly. We started out more as a traditional telecom graphics and visuals, and now we're changing it a bit more to crypto. And this is also why we didn't go and print the previous t-shirts. So we'll print the new ones with the new colors and everything.
Okay, here's also a suggestion: 3-year T-shirt combined with a 3-year NFT.
Yeah. And about the NFTs, we actually talked about. Yeah, maybe Rok can also a bit tell us a bit on how the progress is with, because he's been doing some work already before we talked about it on some NFTs and the NFT marketplace.
Yeah, so like we're getting not the data, we're getting the graphics and everything for NFTs. We're getting our market ready on our app. What should I
But
say?
yeah,
The
but
whole process.
so what we are actually trying to do is to provide a NFT marketplace for African artists.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! That's good news.
Hmm?
Okay,
Yeah.
we have a special guest today, right? And I'm
Exactly.
really looking forward to invite him to our conversation because we made an announcement that today's AMA will be a live demo of the Telecom Management System. And the one who will introduce us to that will be Matija Turk. And I would really like to invite him in. Hello, Matija.
Hello, Anita. Thanks for calling me. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, welcome. Welcome. We are really happy to have you here. Let me just say that Matija is Group Chief Operating Officer at K3, but we would like to hear more about you and your work directly from you. What are you doing, Matija?
Okay, so once more, hello to everybody watching. I'll try to do the short introduction, the one where I have to present myself. Basically, I'm the Group Chief Operating Officer for K3 Telecoms. I've been an operating officer for a few telecoms before that. I'm also in development. We have a telecom management system that I will present shortly afterwards. And before that, system operations, network operations, organizing and managing in the bank sector, in telecom sector, in web development studios, stuff like this. It has been a wild ride, and it looks like it's continuing here with Free Air also.
Yeah, well, this very interesting occupation, Matija, I have to say. It takes the whole man, right?
Yeah, I like jumping around. That's the most important part. Is always looking for the next challenge.
Okay. You are from Croatia, right?
Yeah, I am from Croatia. Currently living in the northern part, so almost Slovenia. Now and there, I'm meeting Rok. So every project together is a good project.
Okay.
Every single one is success. So yeah, that's it. And then of course during the summer, it's always beach, beach, beach. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's Croatian, right?
Yeah.
So
You
here it's beach. Also so here beach is more like in the winter. In summer it's too hot.
Yeah. In Dubai for sure.
Sandy, that's your problem. I'm
Oh yeah,
joking.
it's a tough one. It's a tough one to live with.
But we always have the sea, you know? to get colder, to refresh ourselves. And we like also Croatian Sea. The Slovenians are just crazy. I was just I was on a special occasion yesterday where we were talking about Croatia, and I think Slovenians are the second biggest group of people who are coming to Croatia seaside.
Yeah, biggest tourist group after Croatians in Croatia are Slovenians. So
yeah, really. We are just crazy about it. I wanted to say that you and Rok look a little alike, when I'm seeing you. So you are doing project together, and you look like you have beards, and yeah, look at that.
Yeah, we are not allowed to shave before the projects are done. So it's been a long work.
Yeah.
Do you see this similarity, Sandi? Do you?
You think so? Just maybe if Matija removes the glasses, let's see.
I think it's
But
the
then he
same.
does. Yeah, there is. But I also have a beard. Just I have a better haircut.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You have a different haircut.
The
Okay,
whole
now
meaning of the word haircut.
I don't like him.
you moved him, right? Oh my God.
Okay.
And now, Matija, you will be talking about Telecom Management System. Could you tell us, let's say for someone like me who doesn't know a lot about it, in a couple of sentences, what is Telecom Management System actually?
Well, if we are talking about telecoms as a business entities, they are more or less the same as any other business entity, and that is that they need a business support system, which is named BSS. So every company needs a business support system, which is basically a way of how to handle all the processes with the help of information technology. So the TMS system that we are talking about right here is a BSS system that helps telecoms to be better at what they do. The goal is to manage all the business processes of a telecom in one system, so that when you are building a telecom and managing it, you don't need 10 or 15 different softwares, and then you don't need to integrate them together. So because every telecom needs to track their customers, they need to create invoices, they need to track their inventory, they need to be able to organize their field teams that are going to connect the customers, the field teams that are going to provide support to those customers. You want to organize your sales force for selling and getting new customers. All of this needs to be managed. And what companies usually do is they buy different systems for all that. And then you need to connect like your CRM to your financial system. And then you need to connect it to your provisioning system, because how are you going to get those customers activated? And then if you get tangled up in all of that, you will lose a lot of time, a lot of resources and manpower. And it, in the end, always goes back to money, trying to connect the customer. With TMS, the goal is to do it seamlessly, easy, and all in one system. So, and because of that, the system knows everything there is to know about customers, invoices, inventory, activation of services, supporting that customer. It's all quick. It's just like doop, 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 doop. I want to see this customer, I can see this customer. I want to see his support tickets, I can see his history, I can see if he's paying, if he's not paying, if he is online or not. I can even use it as a marketing platform, send messages to the customers and stuff like this. So I did put out a lot of words, but I'm hoping that you got a picture of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think that's it's really important, because what this leads is actually that we can automate the things, right?
Yes.
And for us, what we actually want to achieve is actually a lot of automation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, of course, if you have a really good BSS and that has all of this inside, it's easy to integrate it with all the other systems that it needs to be. So, and because the BSS here already has an integrated crypto wallet and system information and the financial information. It can all be together connected in one story.
Okay, thank you, Matija. There are already some questions coming in, but what you have for us is presentation right now. So we would really like to hear that and to see that, and invite, of course, everybody to ask questions, and then you will be, of course, answering them after this presentation. So, Matija, go ahead. The word is yours.
Give me a second
And
to share.
I would really like to ask you to do the short version. What's your long version? How long does your long version actually take?
It's a good thing you asked about the short version. The long version is almost 2 hours. It's 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah, and it can go up to 4 hours probably also.
But if needed, I can go on and on and on and on, and you will just say, Matija, please stop.
Yeah, let's see the short version, please.
Okay, perfect. Let me just share my screen, and please confirm that my screen is seen.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. So this is the short version of the presentation. The point about that is that telecom is a big operation, and if you want to manage everything, there is a lot of subjects to go around. And of course, inside those subjects, it can get a little bit complicated. So I will try to keep it short and simple. So the basic login for the system is an online web system, which means every employee of the company has access to it. And then depending on your role in the company, you have various degrees of access to system functions. Keep in mind that what I'm showing you right now is I'm an administrator, so I can see all the functions. Basically, this is reserved only for special peoples, and then the employees can only see 1 or 2 or 3 functions depending on their position in the company. Another important fact is that this is a demo system set up for presentations, so all the data inside are dummy data. And because it needs to talk with a lot of outside systems to get information, and then, for example, talking with base stations to get information about customer connectivity and stuff like this, some of the data might not be shown or might be empty. Okay, so logging into the system. Okay, so this is the basic overview. The system consists of the left side panel that will show you all the menus and the sub-menus that you're entitled to see. And then on the right side, you will have the option to work with the system. The basic entities in the system are customer and accounts. And for anybody that has been in telecom, those are the basic building blocks. Customer is a customer, meaning a private person or a company that is paying for the services. And then the accounts are their internet connectivities. So for example, me as a private person, I might have 2 accounts. One is my house, the second one is my vineyard, or if I'm a business entity, I'm a customer, and I might have 10 accounts because I have 10 locations that need connection. So the system gives you an overview of all the customers inside. And if I want to search, I can quickly find, and that is also one of the important parts of the system, is the ability to quickly access all the information and all the operations that you need to do. So if I want to search, for example, I have an example customer here for the presentation named Estel. I can quickly find my customer. I can add a service to that customer if I want to, and that actually means create a process that will start from signing a contract, assigning a team for install, assigning equipment, and so on and so forth. Or I can enter into this customer and then see all the information that is important about this customer. So where is the customer located? if they have multiple accounts, support tickets, open invoices, contact information. I can see the statement of accounts. I can see that the customer has one legal contract signed. So if they are taking a postpaid account, for example, with some sort of a triple play service, they will need to sign the legal agreement, which is immediately available for review or print. And then if I want to go and access that account, I can also go into the system accounts page where I can find the account for the same customer. So, and this is basically the main screen that most of the people will use. This allows us to look at the customers, and it can be a little bit overwhelming about the amount of information shown here, but what it allows you is to quickly see what's going on with a specific account. So, for example, if I want to search for our Estel here, I can quickly find that Estel has one account. There's some other Estel in the system, but it's not the Estel we are looking for. She is enabled account because she's not red. Her modem is responsive and online. Her priority is rather low. She has one support ticket. She was connected a few years ago. Her monthly bill is $93. She is a postpaid type of the account, and then the service she's using is mega postpaid, obviously. So if I want to work with the support tickets, I can immediately go into ticketing, and then just see what is going on, who is handling the ticket. I can write in comments and say, for example, customer called. Please send field support team, write comments, work together with my colleagues and try to solve the customer problem, or just say, please send somebody there and let them fix the stuff. And what this actually does is creates an entry into another part of the project, another part of the system, which is called the project manager. And the project manager is basically a station that allows you to organize your field units, that allows you to organize all of your install teams, all of your support teams, and say, okay, right now you're doing this, you're doing that. There are requests for installations, there are requests for takedowns, requests for support. You need to be able to organize it, and you need to be able to organize it efficiently. So, and this is actually the part where I'm shortening the presentation. I'm just showing you the main screen and talking about the topics instead of saying, hey, there's a way to plan for this. There's a way of going inside the system, selecting the customers. There's a way of creating work orders, and so on and so forth. And with this, you have the ability to analyze your field teams. You have the ability to do advanced statistics later on with the business intelligence module, tracking, for example, which team has a low average of response time, which team can handle more support cases or less support cases, how many teams are needed. Because when you start working with higher numbers, and that is usually with telecoms above 50,000 customers, you get to the point where statistics becomes really important. It allows you to say, for example, our mean time of install once we get to the location is 1 hour and a half. And then if you come to Africa, you will figure out that it's not 1 hour and a half, it's 3 hours. And it changes the whole operation. It changes how many vehicles you need. It changes how many fuel you're spending. It changes how many people you need. It changes everything. And that's why it's important to have a tool like this in order to plan the operation. And this is actually the part that is specific for my job, and what that I like at my job is that it's constantly changing. And especially in Africa, it's completely different from any experience I've ever had before that. And that is that it's a little bit different than just going like in Europe to an apartment and then connecting fiber and that's it. You need to go, you need to plan, you need to take into the account the traffic, the environment, the weather and everything else. And then without the proper planning tool for this, you are going to have a bad time. So a little bit back to interesting parts of the system is, for example, the technical overview of the network. The system in the background always tracks what's going on with all the customer devices, so that you can know proactively if part of the network is having problems, if a specific customer is having problem, and then the system will automatically raise support tickets, even if the customer didn't call and said, I have a problem. And that is because background part of the system is constantly tracking all the information for all the base station and all the customer devices, and then just looking, okay, this number is bad, this number is bad, I will open a support ticket for Jonathan because Jonathan might have a bad service. And then again, transferring that to project manager, it enables you, and then also with the part of the CRM, talking with customer, you can proactively contact customers. You can contact them and say, we have noticed that your service is below the expectations that we expect for our customers to have. We are working on it. Our call center will contact you once we resolve the problem. And for customers, this is something that even in Europe, you don't have in your telecoms. Other than that, what is important for people managing the technical part in telecom is, and also in sales, is an overview of what's going on, where our customers are, and like, let's call it a general overview of where our base stations are, based on that, where our customers are, if they are online, if they are offline, who is this, what's going on. And let's see, for example, opening this customer is completely the same here from the map as it is for opening him from the main overview of all the accounts. And this is actually another thing that I wanted to show you, and that is this little screen, which is called a cPanel. I'll just use another way of getting to it. I'm trying to show you how versatile the system is in accessing the important information. I'm hoping I'm not clicking too fast and confusing everybody. So for example, if I want to open our Estel, I will open her cPanel here. And on the cPanel, this is called the cPanel because it means customer panel. And it shows all the important information regarding the customer account. So on the main screen, it'll show you all the technical information regarding his link quality. Of course, it's empty now because there is no actual link behind this customer, as this is a demo system. It can show you the graph and the power levels of the customer equipment. It can show you the signal levels. It can show you also, if you go under internet here, it can show you the graph of his internet usage and history. Other than that, here are other financial and communication parts of the cPanel. So for example, if I want to show you the statement of accounts for this customer, it can be seen here. So every single invoice and sales receipt is inside. Of course, you can immediately open it. And if you are, for example, a point of sale person, you can print it out for the customer if he needs it. Then you can put a specific discount. In the system also, there is a big billing part, an invoicing part, the one that in the background constantly monitors what needs to be built, be it usage of internet or subscription, or if he's a prepaid customer, it can track the immediate expenditure of units and stuff like this. The system tracks inventory and full history for every device and who did what. Also, there is a marketing module in the system, and depending on the configuration, you can send the messages to the customer via SMS, email. You can even send messages to the customer TV sets if you have a triple service. And then all of that can be done on a single user basis, or you can do it via marketing campaign and then just say, okay, let's do a campaign, let's contact all of our customers and send them an SMS saying, thank you for your service, let's pay the bills on time, or whatever you want. And then when we are at the marketing campaign, another important feature of the system is that all the accounts, just a second, all the accounts also have something called tags here. Those tags are filled both by the system and by people using the system. So in the background, the system automatically adds the tags to customer accounts, meaning if the customer is paying regularly, the background AI system will put in the tag regular payer. If the customer has a lot of tickets, it'll put a tag high support maintenance requirement from this customer. And then in the CRM part of the system, when you're entering those customers, and later on when key account managers are managing it, they put in tags they want to put in, or basically what is set up as a company procedure to do it. Here, for example, every customer account is entered as a small business, big business, and then based on, I don't know, sales channel, whatever tags you can come up with, you can put it in. And then if you, for example, want to list all of... a second. If you want to list all the small businesses, for example, you just type in small business, and it'll list all of the small businesses in your system. So it's a really powerful tool to analyze your customer base, but you can also use it to, for example, create a marketing campaign and then just send an SMS to every government office and then just say, hey, thank you for your service, please pay the bills on time, or thank you for your service, we just added a 5 megabit speed for this month for you. So a really, really powerful tool for managing your customers, reviewing your customers, and doing analysis on, for example, performance of the sales channels and the like. Other than that, the system has full support for ticketing and tasks. So what it enables you to track all the internal tasks inside of the company and all the ticketing for support for your customers. So it enables you to have, as you can see here, I created one ticket for this Vestel here, which is a first level support ticket, which means I received it, I tried to fix it, and if I cannot fix it, I will put it to second level support. And then only the employees that are marked as second level support will see that ticket. So it's easy for the ticket to float around the company until it is resolved. And then in the business intelligence module, you can see how the statistics of that work out. So if you have a bunch of tickets stuck at first level support, Maybe you need to way of offload that or build a first and a half level of support. And these are actually the daily tasks of operations manager. That is to monitor the company and see how everything is flowing. This is what the system allows you to do. Also, another part of all of this is business intelligence. It is different based on the KPIs that you want to track for every specific company. But again, and of course, operation. But again, some parts are always the same. This is, for example, a commercial dashboard showing you some data that will help you in your monthly planning and monitoring of the sales operation, showing you how much you've sold, what sales channel sold it, how much in dollars you have disabled customers, the sum of all subscriptions, how much will expire in April of the prepaid customers. So how much of those are you willing and capable of get back into activation? It'll show you the ARPU, which is a standard number for the telecoms. It'll show you your open debt from your customers. It'll show you your daily sales. It'll show you your inflow of cash into the customer, into the company. It'll show you your invoices that you've issued per month, and so on and so forth. Inventory module tracks all the inventory, as I said before. It allows you to track every single modem in your company, every single device in your company, and how it flows between your warehouse to your install teams to your customers and then back. There's a voice part of the system that shows you the integration with the soft switches, allowing you for voice services. Do not go into the voice system because it's a really big thing. I can show you how you can organize groups of countries in order to define the prices for the destinations. But all of this, of course, integrates to the whole other subsystem, which is soft switches, voice, and call routing. So this is really me trying to do a short presentation of a really big system. I hope I didn't bother you too much, and I think it should be time now to go into the questions part. Sandi, do you think that it's a smart play now, or?
Yeah, it's absolutely. That was pretty amazing, and there are quite some really nice questions there. Some people are, I think, look like they're really technical already. So I think you'll like the questions.
Yes, Matija, it was great presentation. I have to say I'm not such a technical type, but you know, it was interesting for me too. And now that I see all these questions, it's amazing how really people understand that. And of course, what more do they want to learn? So Sandi, should we go from the beginning with the question? Maybe you have answered already to some of them, you know, during the whole presentation, but still, let's start with this first one. The TMS software had the Helpdesk system integrated. Is this all a cloud-based service? Was a question from FreeConnect.
Okay, so it is not a cloud-based system because I don't know any telecoms that would be willing to to have their data somewhere outside of their data center, and because telecoms deal with internet, they usually have their own data centers. So it is a web-based solution towards the client interface, but it is always hosted on telecom premises in the data center with all the other core services. In regards to Helpdesk, yeah, it does have an integrated Helpdesk module, allowing a fine-grained configuration of both levels of support you want to provide, and the types of problems, work and flows can be configured separately. It's a big subject. At some other MEA, we can just go into ticketing if needed, and it's also integrated with internal tasks for the company, which is really important because at some point when you go to a higher level problems, you will have your sysadmins at the same time solving customer problems and solving internal server problems. So it needs to be integrated, and it is one of the biggest selling points of the integrated system.
Okay, thank you, Matija. There is another. Does the system communicate with the technicians in the field in case of breakdowns that need to be moved?
I gotta say, I really love the questions. They're really spot on. I usually don't get the spot on questions. Yeah, it does. System is web based. Of course, it's not accessible from the public internet, but the technicians have their devices connect with VPN and open the system just like I showed you right now. So it doesn't matter where they are. They can immediately see their work orders. They can, if they have permission level set up correctly, they can access customer cPanel like I showed you, so they can immediately see and write in the support ticket. And again, this is a really powerful tool. It allows you, as a customer, when you call the call center will immediately see the message from the field officer working on your support case. So if you have experience with telecoms in Europe, I can guarantee you they will not give you an answer what's going on.
Okay, here's a question from Jules. So the customer doesn't have to contact the company first for slow intern services.
That was regarded to when you were explaining that we can see if somebody has a bad connection, right?
Yeah. So that is part of the new generation of IT technologies that allows you to preemptively see who will have problems, and then the customer can still do it. And of course they do, but it's really nice as a customer experience when you get a call from, and I would not even call it the first level support, just a call from the telecom saying, thank you for using our service. We are noticing a degradation in the service, and we are working on your problem, even before you figure it out. This is something that makes your customers stay at you. And there is no other telecom, at least in Africa that I know, that will be able to provide this service.
Thank you. Does this software have Cisco as a partner? Did I say it right, Cisco?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of equipment are you going to use, like routers, switches, for example?
I will not go too much into technical details, but the provisioning part of the product, which actually I didn't show you, because the system automatically provisions all the customers and their equipment. So when you sign the contract, when you enter the customer into TMS, the technician goes into the field. They know exactly where they need to go, who they need to connect, and they just take the router and the antenna from their truck. They install the customer, and the system automatically provisions the service for this customer onto that device. He only needs to scan with the barcode reader the device that he's installing, and that's it. And the provisioning system is actually independent of the underlying technology. So the TMS system automatically provisions Cisco, Huawei, fiber optics, cable, so DOCSIS, wireless, WiMAX, whatever you want, we have customers on it. So don't worry about Cisco.
Okay, here's another one. How does the system get all the networking information? Any syslog server in the middle of communications, or does it communicate directly with the software?
In the background of the system, there is actually a lot of little subsystems. It's actually not using a syslog server. It's using SNMP technology to talk with end user devices. And in the background, gathering all the information, the operational parameters of the client devices, and writing it into the database. So whenever you open the cPanel, like I showed you, it reads from the database the graph that it made a long time ago, collecting all the real-time data from the customer devices. And also all the customer devices, if there's technical people interested in this, are communicating with TR69 with our base server. So we're always monitoring all the configuration of all devices and are able to upgrade the software and save customer information. So what usually happens is, for example, you have your home router from the telecom operator, and then you connect, you configure it with your home SSID for Wi-Fi password, you configure all the port routing and all the stuff you want to use, and then something is wrong with your connection, and they change the router, and you lose all of your configuration. You need to reconfigure all your home devices to the Wi-Fi and stuff like this. With our system, we don't have this because we pull all the configuration data with TR69 to our central service, so that when we change the modem, all of your configuration stays the same. And even if you factory default your modem, in one reboot, it'll get all the configuration that it had before. So reboots are fast. Hope I answered your question.
Joe is asking, sounds like you guys are growing rapidly. As you need to hire more people, what sort of positions will need to be filled? Non-technical.
Okay, and this is more of a Sandi question, I'm guessing.
More of a Sunday question. So I think we would need to get somebody else who is hiring more people in Africa. So from our side, we are still looking for people that can help with marketing. We're still looking for some additional developers. So that's a majority. But to be honest, about the Africa operations, I'm not really the guy to talk to. I'm more the guy from the blockchain part.
Okay, let's get back to questions for Matija. Can you explain how TMS will be connected, communicate with the blockchain and DID on the blockchain?
Yeah,
I think that one will.
This is more for me.
This is more for
Okay,
you.
so yeah, this is okay. So the TMS has its own database, its own modules, and everything. And as Matija said, there are some different services and modules that are connecting to it. So it's like a complete mesh of different services. So what we are actually doing to connect to the blockchain is that we have the blockchain supports, especially on the EVM, the thing that's called like logs or emitters and watchers. So what we can do is we can make a one service that connects directly to the chain and listen for the events. So in the events, we get everything that we need from the blockchain. So we get transfers, we get activations, we get to know when somebody spent an NFT, when somebody sends some money, when anything happens. So the second that transaction is confirmed on the chain, we get the event into our system and we pump it out into the TMS. So we have like one middleman, like one middle service that's taking the data from the chain and communicating with the TMS. So it's the same with the DIDs, because at the DIDs, we still like DID is like one special service like everything else. So we are like DID authority. So we have one more service for issuing the DIDs and distributing it to users. And we are connecting this to the middleman, and we are connecting the blockchain to the middleman. And through this, everything is connected to the TMS. So like to make one example, let's say, as we said, we want to make NFTs packages for the internet. So as soon as you press, I don't know, activate internet via NFT, we immediately get the response from the chain. Let's say user A transferred or activated his NFT. It immediately gets to the middleman, immediately gets forwarded to the TMS. It goes over the process that Matija explained for the provisioning, and you get the internet connection.
Yeah, and the user A is actually coming from the DID, right?
Yeah, I mean, the DID is the thing that we need to match it. Like, we can't just say, I don't know, some random people on the blockchain send the NFT, activate the modem, because we don't know it. So when we have the DID, we use the DIDs to actually know it. So like person A, okay, we have the person A, which activates the internet. We have his DID, so we know who he is. And then we can like combine this information to actually know what to activate and what connected and where the billing goes. And all the other parts that you need to like manage the customer.
Yeah. And actually also so for instance, the contract that we saw there in the TMS can also be stored in the DID itself.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, in the DIDs, you have the verifiable claims and everything. So we can store in the DIDs whatever is needed in our case. So we can store like where this user is, his IDs in the management system, his personal identifications, like whatever will we need or whatever is needed in our case.
And then the user actually has control of the data and
yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, this is the main point of them.
Yes.
So it's not like centralized and we have all the data. I mean, the DID, you actually have your identification on your phone and the verifiable part of the chain. So this is the main point of it.
Thank you.
I think that was a pretty cool explanation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rok. Here's another question. Are you going to have data centers in each country or one central data center?
Do you want me to explain? Okay, yeah. We have data center. Of course, I mean, we need the data centers in every country because, you know, when you're doing the telecom, you can't have one central data center because you need to get the actual internet piped connection. Either it's from the other suppliers or it's from the submarine cable or something. You need to have your core. Every telecom has its core where you have your main routers, you have your data center, because it's not a few gigabytes of data. It's a lot of data when you're pulling all the data from the whole network all the time. So we need to have this on site in our control. So you see, some routers are the size of washing machines and things like this. You just can't do it with some normal equipment. You need your own data center.
And also, I can add a little bit on Rok's comment on the data center is as every telecom operator needs a network core, which, as Rok said, is connected to the submarine cable, bringing the internet into the country. You need to put your servers for all the services you're offering to your customers. So you do start with a few racks, but in time it grows. And then depending on the operation of the country, it can grow to a dedicated data center. And that's the business part of that is the point where your growth is so much that it's feasible to start offering services to other people, not other customers, but other operators. So this is also part of the plan. And then multiple data centers in multiple countries allows you to share resources between operations if needed. So in case the main data center, for example, for Zambia has issues, Zambia customers can still receive service because of the redundant equipment in the neighboring country. And it's an additional income stream on renting the space and services for cloud for other operators and companies. And what is also really important business-wise, Rok, I'm sorry to steal this, but I want to just a little bit interconnect business with IT here, is once you have the customers for your telecom, you can sell to those customers not only the basic services, but you can also sell them additional ones. So once you have a customer, for example, some business entity, they will need PB access, they will need cloud services, they will need penetration testing and security, and all of that needs to be part of one package that you're selling. So, and this is the power of 3Air now, because we have the ability to offer all of that. Am I right?
Yeah.
So yes, data centers.
Definitely data centers all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have great comments coming in, but also a question, where can we follow Matija's work? Any social media or something?
I'm sorry to say, but you need to come to my office and then watch me work. I don't have online presence.
Okay, so yeah, personal visits. That's
Yeah,
analog.
yeah. I mean, you know the answer to this. Follow 3R, and then you're there.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Free air. Do we have any more questions, Sandy? Is there some that we didn't answer yet?
I think there are still some that remained unanswered, probably that we missed in the bunch of questions that we got. But either way, we are already 5 minutes over our time, so I think it is time to wrap it up. And I'm pretty sure we'll have I see that Matija really loves to talk online and so on. And I would love to have him back. What do you guys think? Just tell me in the comments if we should invite Matija back.
I will give a comment live. Yes, we would like to have you back, Matija.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a really nice one and educational,
Really.
technical, but still we do have some technical community. Absolutely.
Oh, we have Richard saying next week again.
Maybe maybe not next week. Matija also needs to work a bit, so.
A little bit, yeah.
Back, Matija. Back, Matija. Back, Matija. Definitely.
Yeah, guys, I would be happy. So we set it up, and no problem. And technical questions, let them at it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you, of course, Matija. Thank you, Rok. Sandi, we are here every week, but thank you for being with us also and for answering all the questions. This is also a way, as I said at the beginning, that we are really getting to connect it to our community, to our people, and to giving them the answers to the questions that they have. And this was really a nice hour and maybe a couple of minutes more. So thank you very much. To all of you, wherever you are, we have one in Croatia, then in Slovenia and Dubai, and everybody else, of course, around the world. Have a great the rest of the day, or evening, or morning, whatever it is. And we'll be back here next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central European time. But before that, I think we'll be on Twitter Space on Monday at the same time. So please stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click like if you liked us, and just be a part of this project. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye
everybody.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.